Ayodele-Bamisaiye of Dexteritas Professional Corporation. It's always a pleasure to come to you live from our offices every Friday morning. This is Finance Friday, where I talk all things personal finance and enterprise, and I'm grateful I get this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. Yeah. Today is the 1st of May. And I can breathe a sigh of relief. Not because I'm done filing personal taxes, but because that deadline is finally beyond us, or at least the first big deadline is beyond us. And that's for employees and people without businesses or enterprises in their personal tax return. And I'm glad I was able to support quite a number of people with that. In addition to that, the in-person portion of the tax clinic by the Financial Empowerment Initiative closed in Calgary and Edmonton yesterday, and it was a beautiful time. I can't say that we did more tax returns than we've ever done in a single day, but man, it was clear the pressure was on through the day, and I'm glad we got the opportunity to support as many people as we did. I want to use this opportunity to thank our hosts in Edmonton, the Africa Center, for their support, creating the space, providing the materials, the equipment, as well as communicating to their community our presence, which allowed us to have a lot of work to do. I also want to thank our hosts in Calgary, the Calgary Full Gospel Church, for creating such an enabling environment for us to work through the last 2 months. In fact, they made sure we had pizza yesterday, which was really, really good. Thank you very much, CFG. Thank you very much, Africa Center. The in-person portion of the FEIS Tax Clinic is closed. However, if you're modest income and you still need support, just send an email to taxes@thefei.ca and somebody will be able to get you into a virtual appointment to get those tax returns filed. That's number one. Number two, Founders Lounge by Startup Corp will be back in 20 days. And this month we are playing lean. Yes, we're going to be playing the game, and it's going to be a startup simulation game. We have 10 tables ready. Facilitators will be training in the course of the next 14 days thereabouts. And we will be ready on the night to host as many as 100 people. So if you plan to be there, set out your calendar, put it on your calendar, make a plan to be there. We are expecting to have students from MRU, from SAIT, from the University of Calgary, as well as Bow Valley College, as well as the Founders Lounge Startup Corp community. And the goal is to make sure that we are learning together, growing together, and when the time comes, making the right decisions as we encounter them. So, there's going to be a lot more on that on social media across all of the Startup Court handles. Plan to be there that night. It promises to be a great time. But that's not why I'm here this morning. Yes, I know you're wondering, what angle does he have today? Well, it's the 1st of May, the 5th month of the year, the first day of the second third of the year. I know nobody talks about the year in thirds, but here I am doing exactly that. And I know we had those goals that we set up 4 or 5 months ago, and we are working on them. And the financial component of it most of the time includes something called savings. Yeah, we're always talking about saving money, putting away money for the rainy day and all that and all that and all that. And I want to posit this morning that, you know what, saving is not the goal. Yes. Just in case you thought it was, saving is not the goal. You're not putting away money for the rainy day simply because you want to have money on a rainy day. No. Why? Because guess what? When you put money away in a savings account, all that happens to it is that it depreciates over the years through something called inflation, among other things. So, why exactly do we save, and what exactly is the point of all this noise? This is the goal. You work to earn a living because you want to be able to fund a lifestyle that you love. You want to be able to support the people in your life that you love. You want to be able to create lasting impact in the community, whether that impact lasts an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year, or a lifetime or two. And because the primary means to make, the easiest way to make change is economic capacity, we all try to build economic capacity. Not because we like pieces of paper with dead men's pictures on them, but because we like what those pieces of paper can buy for us. These days, those pieces of paper are no longer physical, they're now digital, right? We like what they can buy for us. So think about this. If savings is not the goal, then what's this all about? This is about impact. This is about value. This is about touching your life, living the life you want while touching the lives of other people. That's what this is about. So when you have money put away, when you have money saved, what does it do for you? How do you feel when you hit a savings milestone, right? Does it make you feel safe? Do you think about what happens to that money in that savings account? Are you certain of where you are going and what you are going to do about that money? Or are you one of those people that says, hey, I've worked so hard for this, I need to get me some? Those are all thoughts. So I want to say that you are saving because you want to make impact. Your month savings is not necessarily going to do that. However, when you make a habit of saving to the point where you create a pool of funds, then that can be deployed into impact. And I think that's what we are really all going after. So money protects you, right? Money allows you to create a shield. So life happens, you can use money either to buy insurance or throw money at it and take care of the issues. Money allows you to buy a stable lifestyle. That you eat in a certain way, dress in a certain way, look a certain way, do certain things because you have the financial capacity to achieve it. And money allows you to demonstrate growth either via investments, a business, or building skills, right? So money handles protection. However, having the money without a clear strategy of how you are getting to your goal of impact is going to end up either failing or hollow. And nobody likes hollow. And everybody likes to win. So, think about it this way. You're saving money, long game is impact. Let's start with some safety. And then some support for the lifestyle. And then some support for your growth. Because all of those are on the journey to impact. Now, the thought a lot of people have is, most of us have is, I gotta save more. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, there's more to life than just saving. There's value, there's growth, there's protection, and of course, there is impact. So think of your savings as a continuum, an opportunity to grow from savings to impact. And the way you get to that goal is strategy. It's just a way of taking step after step after step until you get to that point where, whether it's on a daily basis or on a weekly basis on a monthly basis or annually, you are identifying incidents of impact. And I can tell you for free that if you contribute to changing people's lives, you are changing your own life first. So, we've started a journey of moving from savings to strategy. You may not have realized it, but that's the journey we are going on this month. And we're going to go through 4 different sessions to talk about. This is the first of them, which is just clarifying that, hey, it's not just, you're not saving for saving's sake. You're saving because there's a goal of making a difference in your own life and the lives of the people around you that you love. So next week I'll be back again taking the next piece of this puzzle, and my goal is that at the end of this period you'd have been able to see a clear path that allows you to draw a plan which you can build a system to implement that helps you to move closer to your own personal financial goals. My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye. I'm always happy at the opportunity to come here and speak on Fridays my thoughts as far as enterprise and personal finance is concerned. Next week we're going to be back again, and we're going to be talking about after savings or before investing, what happens to your money there. But for today, just realize this: savings is not the goal. With that, that's all I have for you this Friday morning. It's the month of May, and May is always a bright month for me, and I'm happy to always do this. Have an excellent day, and bye for now.